Hello everybody, welcome to the round of 16 matchup in the Morg Cup between Tripleskull and his Undead up against Beltroniko and his Wood Elves. Tripleskull won the coin toss, chose to receive, and it's a pretty standard build from Beltroniko. He's got a block instead of a wrestle, and he's got a sidestep where maybe tackle would be more standard. 3 rerolls at Apo, Tripleskull with 3 rerolls. The standard team of 2 guard, mummies, guard and a tackle, but then a little bit different on the ghouls. Normally you'd see 2 block and a wrestle, I think, and he's gone block, sure hands and a wrestle. The sure hands does help with rerolls a tiny bit, and it helps against the strip, but then, you know, it means that the other tackle one would knock him over a lot, but there isn't a tackle one, so... But he's still getting knocked down a third of the time, isn't he? So it's still rough. He gets 1D'd. Yeah, look at the group in the pub here. Week watching cricket. I've like never known anything about cricket and would never want to watch it. Well, this is interesting, isn't it? Here, instant dilemma for Tripleskull. How does he deal with the fact that the ball is quite deep? Does he just take it away from the woodies? This stun is lovely for him, isn't it? The dancer's stunned. He could just pick it up and hold it here, right? And then try and reconnect with his team the next turn. He could try and blitz this guy and then stomp this guy. Who knows what he'll do. Looks like he's going to try and hold a high line. Not blitzing the tree. He could have blitzed the tree with his mummy, right? He could have punched this guy and then blitzed the tree. Sure runs, makes the pickup. Goes into range, I think. Yeah, he is in range of getting hit on a 1D or a 2D, but very unlikely for the elves to do that, isn't it? It's more of a technically possible thing than a realistic threat. Doesn't want his guard to stay on the tree here, does he? So he makes the dodge. And the guards protect the mummy, but I mean, we can 3 dice the tackler. That seems pretty good, doesn't it? That seems pretty good, 3 dicing a tackler with Mighty Blow, so I guess that's what I'd do. Gets the catcher into range. I believe it was 1-1, it was a draw. It was either 1-1 or 0-0. I forget. I forget what the actual scoreline was. But, I mean, you can check it out on my YouTube. There you go. Brilliant. We just know it was a draw. Like, the scores don't matter, right? The scores don't matter as far as the best of 3 format goes. Just the result. Oh, I hate that. Hate that he didn't tree blitz. Could have 3D'd with Mighty Blow. Okay, well, Mighty Blow wouldn't have had, but then he could have like walled off as well, right? So he could have had like three players there or something in front of him. Should have been quite nice, but I mean, he's still got him stuck on the tree, which is good, isn't it? There you go. Beltroniko. Super nice guy, plays a lot of fumble, pretty good. Tripleskull He's a table topper, isn't he? Who's known as pretty good. Oh, I remember now. Tripleskull was obsessive about his guard cage corners. Didn't get a whole lot of penetration, and then Beltroniko's defense kind of collapsed and let him through. So, and then second half, I don't really remember the second half, but so it was a 1-1. It was a 1-1 draw. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I kind of thought he wouldn't have got in because he was so determined to keep the guard cage corners and like cage around the mummies all the time that he didn't really get any penetration, and then somehow he got down like right at the end. Tackle fails the dodge. First action, tree move onto the tackler probably. It sucks like if you root, but like you've got to try and get him on, haven't you? You could even go towards the ball here, right? You could even do a bit of ball swarming around that side. It's an option. Bit of ball swarming. Because of the fact that the tackler would be so far out of the action. You could even bracket him so he couldn't, you could move a play around here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rush maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This guy could like 3-2 to get to there, and then bracket the tackler as like a last action. Or this guy could 2+ and get there. So you could completely take care of the tackler.
I am here.
Alright. I am here. I need a cup of tea. That's what I need. So I do apologise. Wait, Dimmy G watched 3 consecutive streams this month and sparked a watch streak. So Dimmy G, seeing as you're here, if you want to join us in the booth, you can, as I get a cup of tea. But I need a cup of tea. I need hydration. So I shall be right back. This is okay, isn't it? Shuffle everything forward, keep the tackle out. But he's got 3+ dodges. I've just realised I've got water in this. It's not bad, is it? I don't need a cup of tea. I'd like a cup of tea, but I don't need it. I do think he should have gone for bracketing the tackler. The tackler's got 3+ out. Easy. So only the sidestep in. I feel like if you're only going to base the ball, you probably should have, like, based more. Because this is just like a blitz with wrestle, isn't it? And then move around. Caffeine doesn't do anything to me, do I? Unfortunately. Oh, he's going to 3D him with a mummy. Okay, that's pretty decent. But that means that he's basing this guy. He's definitely going to sidestep to there, right? So now he's used 4 players to try and deal with this dancer. I think you have to step onto that guy. Ah, pussy. Like, that's the thing, right? Like, if he kept other things based up, and then he'd used his action as well, it'd be incredible, wouldn't it? But kind of chickened out. It's understandable, right? Because you don't want your dancer to die. But it would have been pretty good using up his action too. Right, I'm going to go and get a cup of tea. So he just used that guard on him anyway, so he did get that 3+ where I do think trapping the tackler was good. Really good. I think he should have trapped the tackler. I think that was a mistake by Beltroniko not trapping the tackler. Now he could just blitz this tackler. The wrestler. Man, oh god! I wish I had jammy. I haven't eaten jammy dodgers for years. I used to buy them when we played Magic. We played it like above a pub, and next door to the pub there was like a sweet shop. I don't know, like newsagents, whatever, and 7-Eleven or whatever. If you're in America, I guess I don't know, something like that. Anyway, a corner store. Whatever, and they sold jammy dodgers, and I would always get jammy dodgers while I was playing Magic. It was brilliant. It was so good, and I haven't eaten jammy dodgers since I stopped playing Magic, which is, over 15 years ago now, I guess. Sad. Oh, he's going to blitz him and then get the tree on the tackle. Okay, I guess that's like the same as blitzing the tackle anyway, right? It's essentially the same. And it actually gets him on 3 players as well, which is pretty cool, isn't it? The problem is it really puts like the tree super deep. It stops the tree being a part of the defense, which sucks, right? You want the tree to be part of your defense. You want to be moving your tree back here. Okay, yeah, so he's not tagging the tackler. You really want to be moving your tree back to like there this turn. Make it part of the defense. But putting up here would have been pretty good, right? It would have had it on 3 players. I think I prefer moving it up, putting on 3 players, including the tackler. But it would just leave you way behind the ball. But I know there's so much nostalgia, honestly, attached to Jammy Dodgers. Fuck, I'm gonna buy some. Right, get this tea now. Specialist subject would be the biscuit. Right, so he's got the tackler over there. He's got a Wenger bus. He's smashed in, and the tree's out of the play. Right, that's the problem. You had to stick him on the mummy, so the mummy would have to punch him and like slow it down. Or I did quite like sticking on those 3. Stick it on the tackler. Keep making him roll a 3+. Maybe you just dodge away now and like wall off, right? Just wall off. Problem is, it's still not that hard for him to score if you wall off. Like the defensive screening isn't as good as it used to be, is it? You could blitz this guy. He's already got the dancer there, so he could go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So seeing as he already has the dancer there, you probably do blitz that guy and then put the tree in there. Right, a lot more relevant there, the tree. But he's just decided to. Oh God, this doesn't work. This would have been really good if he could have pushed off the other mummy, but like now he's just putting mummies into more threatening. Weird. Don't like that. Funnily enough, yeah, after his previous turn was blitz and then move tree, I think it was the same thing was in order here. Oh, he gets to hit that ghoul though. That's pretty nice, isn't it? You can't realistically hit the mummy. It'd like be a 1D. 2 assists to 1D it. And then he gets hit back as well. Oh, but he'd already activated the catcher, so he's got to 1D it, yeah. But now he's getting 2 mighty blow hits next turn. 2 mummy smashes. Feel like dodging away from them was a lot better than this. Honestly. Trees rooted. It's just about relevant there, isn't it? It is just about relevant for stopping a side switch. And it's like quite tight in, isn't he? I mean, he's pretty packed down this side. So this is still a struggle for Tripleskull. He hasn't given the ball up, but he's got, you know, he's got a long ways to go, hasn't he? Specialist subject being the biscuit island is pretty funny. And that's what he gets for that extra block that he gave away. He can apple this, badly hurt, yep. Of course you'd rather apple like a war dancer, but at the end of the day that's a 90k player, so getting him back you've kind of got to. Going to blitz the dancer now for sure, and it is the stripper, so not a bad piece to hit. Not sure I like the skeleton stand up there. No, maybe I do. Just a 2D from the mummy. Does nothing. You do nothing. He follows. Ooh, spicy. We can uphill this. We can do all sorts. We can just do all sorts here. Interesting. Super interesting. Super duper mega interesting. It's got all 3 rerolls. So we can do something here. Yes, right, yeah, they are still really good. They're really good if they're second tier. If they're tier 1, I don't think they're good enough for tier 1. Like, they're still good, but I don't think they're as good as, you know, Dark Elves and stuff if they're tier 1. I think when they're tier 2, it can be too good. But yeah, all the things like the catcher sprint is really hurts their one turn. The leap isn't that bad because honestly, it was kind of stupid that they had a 3+ leap when they were getting banged out, wasn't it? So at least now you can bang them out and they don't get just a free 3+ back in. Like you can counterplay. Like it encourages counterplay more, doesn't it? Which is good. I think having more counterplays is good. But unfortunately, this huge commitment here to then not get a hit on the ball means that it's kind of the same things happened as the first game in that Tripleskull didn't really get forward and then the defence collapsed a bit. But the tackler is stunned and the sidestep is holding the sideline, so not easy for Tripleskull to break through here, but he can push forward a bit. Yeah, I wanted to see like an uphill on the mummy or like a chain utilising the mummy and something, but not this. But it's still fine, right? Like it's still hard for the undead to get through. Like it's not a disaster. This is still, there's just enough in front to stop Tripleskull breaking through. He's just got to smash in for another turn, I guess, and then hope he can do it. Oh, it doesn't push him into the other mummy. I didn't think of it, but then I thought, oh, actually, you could push him into the other mummy and then push him and follow and then blitz something else. Wouldn't have hated that, pushing him into the other mummy. A 3D. Yep, Steve. Yep. Yeah, I had to put that guy in the back there. Oh, I think that's a mistake. Well, let's see what happens. I think you just go all out here, right? Base everything, 1D, uphill, all that sort of stuff, get hit on the ball, and then make it really hard from next turn. Or you can just try and wall. I think these two, it's probably too deep to wall. I think just go, oh, he's not going all in. I think going all in was pretty good this turn. I mean, it mitigates it, but only by a bit, right? Like it's not the same as HKGing when you're up players and it's a 6+ leap in. Like that mitigates it, doesn't it? They weren't as good as Swarming Underworld, but they were the best team. They were the best team before Blood Bowl 2020. They were clearly the best team. Better than Undead. And like they were always tier 1. Now they're often tier 2. So can't really say they're as good as they were. It's a bit shit, isn't it? To be honest. I wouldn't mind just putting the catcher up here, right? And he's based him with the tree. Disregard, errata. No blitz. Yeah, no blitz. Oof. So Tripleskull is in range at the moment, but probably has to blitz one of these two, right? Maybe blitz this guy and then try and get a bit, at least more central.
Glorious. No, I won't give in until I'm victorious. And I will defend. I will defend.
Thanks very much, Randy Tanner. 35 glorious months. That's too many beaver pregnancies. Nearly 9. Yeah, nearly 9 beaver pregnancies. Thank you very much, Randy Tanner. Nearly 3 years. Unbelievable. Thank you very much. BG3 enthusiast. I really should finish playing BG3 sometime. I got lost. Do you know what? I went into like the sewers or whatever, and I got lost. I just stopped playing. I had to stop playing because I was lost. Oh dear. I mean, I was literally lost. Like, I didn't like Act 3 as much because it just seemed a bit like weird. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, Act 1, it's like, oh, urgent, there's a worm eating my head, woo, things are happening, rah, rah, rah. And then Act 2, you're like, oh, okay, look, there's those spooky things are happening. And then Act 3, it's like, well, now I'm just what? I'm just shopping. And it's like, I'm just in a city and there's like no urgency and there's like a million side quests and it's like, just don't really care about the story anymore now. Like, that's what I felt getting to Act 3. So there you go. Yeah, I saw there was the new patch coming. Yeah, so I might finish my run, or like start a new one. Do an honor. I started before honor mode was a thing, right? So I'm pretty sure. Like, I haven't played it for ages, and also most of my time is AFK anyway when I was playing it. Do no quests, yeah, that's the way. Analysis paralysis, yeah. I noticed playing K-Fog a lot that you have to do this versus elves as undead and necro because it's so easy for them to like shut you down that you've got to get something out as a handoff way. By the way, I think Tripleskull maybe should have tried harder to get the centre right after he got past the tree. Should have maybe been pushing harder to take the centre here, because being able to go either way is like really strong, right? Like, he's proper shepherded into this area here. I bought Civilization, Dwyer, and then got my money back because what happens is when I play a game a strategy game that I don't understand, it just feels like I'm clicking at random, you know? Like, if I don't understand what the choices mean, then what's the point? And I hate it. Lots of good dice rolls there, turn 7 for Tripleskull. And there you go, all of this half, Beltroniko's vaguely got in the way, but not much. He's let him get pretty deep on him. And now what can he do, right? Like, there's no good leap. Well, there's a pretty good leap. Probably shouldn't have left such a good leap on here. Tripleskull. He's not going for it. This is a good leap. Wasn't there? There. It's a 4+ leap for a 1D. And actually recovery as well. That's kind of mad that he didn't go for that. He could have... Catcher could have gone there, 2D'd him, and he could have ran through here to base the back up, and then just gone from there. 3. Oh no, that's 3 to 3, so 4+ leap. 1D him, pow him, and then pick it up. Gosh. Yes, Torek. Yes, I definitely. Oh, I understood Blood Bowl instantly because I read the rule book. Right when I was 14, I read the rule book, and I understood everything. And then when I played Battle Brothers, I read the wiki and I understood everything. And then some things are intuitive, aren't they? Some things are just like really intuitive and help you. But for Baldur's Gate 3, I had already read the D&D rules, so I already understood everything. So I just need to understand things. This is still quite easy, isn't it? This is 3+ to hand off to him, and then a 3+2+2+ to score. In fact, you can just blitz the edge guy. So it's super easy. You can put in the ghoul there, blitz the edge guy, and then it's going to be a 3-2-2 to score. Sorry, a 3-2. It's going to be a 3-2 to score. So this is not good enough right now for Beltroniko. Not good enough at all. That does literally nothing. Literally nothing. This guy should have like gone out to here or something, right? Or like maybe even there. But this is just assisting, blitz, handoff, rush. The Wrestlecool, yeah, he could have blitzed the Wrestlecool, yeah, I don't know why he blitzed the tackler. Well, I guess that was to free his dodger, because his dodger was bracketed by tackles, so he blitzed the tackle to free it as an extra player. But it's not defending the score much, is it? Yeah, I mean, Tripleskull was always going to see this. This was super obvious. And now it's just, this guy does literally nothing, right? He just goes and hands off to him. So 3-2-2 to score. Now you can say that, you know, Tripleskull did his offense good to not let Beltroniko get any good opportunities, but I feel more that it was just Beltroniko was like too passive, didn't really try anything on defense, didn't you know, super wall off, didn't like hard wall off, didn't hard go for the ball, just kind of softly let him down and let him score. So yeah, well, he's got a chance of a one turn. 11 players, 3 rerolls, but he hasn't got any frenzy, but he does have the sidestep. How would I do it? Probably up there. What I like, Morg, is block this mummy with the tree, follow, put a player in here, blitz this guy goes into the dancer who then goes forward, and then the tree blocks him from there, and then you block him to there, and then you block him to there, and then you're out, and it's a 3-3-2 double rush. You got to make sure you set it all up right and don't fuck it up, which is which is definitely a risk of doing it that way. The tree'd have to be here, getting an assist off him, so it'd still be 2D. You need a player there. You block him into there, into there, into there, and you need one here. And you could put a player there as well first, and then you come out to there, and then you get to there. I think that's the way. I don't know what the plan is here. So I mean, well, I do. It is the whole method, right? It is the whole method. He's just gonna. It surely is the whole method. He's gonna punch him, and then push him into there, and then go like that. I'd imagine, but it's weird because there's not. Oh yeah, he'd fill that, and then he'd go to there, and he'd push him, and he'd go to there, and then he's there to do the last hit. But then he'd sidestep in a tackle, so he should have done it the other side, right? He's doing it the wrong side because there's a tackle here. So my way, you get to go out this way. Whereas with him having this player here would mean you could only get to there. So solid D should be able to shut it down though now. Oh yeah, you just leave. But you never know, right? You might need all of them on the pushes. It's still better to be here, right? Just in case. It is better to be here. But yeah, you would leap anyway, yeah. And if you were here, you'd just do a 3-2. Probably. But you might have used all 3 rerolls on it, right? You might just roll a pow and then re-roll it into a push and then and then roll a 1 on the pickup and a 1 on the handoff and stuff. So like, it's still better to plan to not go through tackle, right? Like when you could have just gone the other side. So what's this? Did you block with a... Oh, God. This is really hard now, isn't it? I mean, I don't think any setup could have scored against a solid defence, really. So he doesn't need to feel bad for the whole method, but the whole method is generally not good. We'll go for the uphill. Gets the double pushes. Oh, baby! And then now he can pick up and hand off. Wait, no, you can hand off later, right? You can... Maybe not, though, because there's 2 players here. Oh, there's 2 players anyway. Oh, God, I'm an idiot. It's 2 players anyway. He should have handed off first, right? So he pushes him to there, then pushes him to there, and then pushes him out to 2. So I guess just do all the pushes first. And he needs 2. No, he needs 3 assists. So no, he should hand it off. He should hand it off now, because he's never going to be better than 2 tackle zones. So he should hand it off now, and that gives him the extra assist, right? Hello? Oh my God! That's no. These 2 should have been here. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, right. Oh, okay, so he does it that way. So that this one can pick it up and hand it off anyway. He's got another player all the way back. This guy picks it up and hands it off right now. There's the one on the pickup. Casual dodge. Superfluous dodge. He gets the push here. $2D here. Gets the push. Oh my goodness. Gets the assist. Gets the pow. And then he gets the leap. But he's in 2 tackle zones. So the leap, no, it's still 3. It's still 3, isn't it? It's still 3. So yeah, the tackle doesn't matter because the leap is just better anyway, even if he had dodge, and probably with 1 reroll. I've been assured by J Leave that the leap is better, even without rerolls. The dodge would be better, surely. Oh my God, double 2s. He's done it. Incredible. Incredible stuff from Beltroniko. There you go. Scores the 1 turn against 2 mummies and a solid defense. Yeah, without rerolls. Yeah, exactly. So that's why he should have set up to go the other way, because if he'd used the rerolls on all the pushes, then yeah. But if you've got 1 reroll, the leap's better, right? So yeah, incredible. The double pushes is crazy, isn't it? Yeah. That was really lucky, wasn't it? The 11% push, double uphill push, but still great to hold his nerve and do all of that stuff, wasn't it? Bit of luck with the uphill, but great to do all the right moves. Yep, Dark Elves cannot do that. Yep. Yep, that's the thing. That's the thing for me, why Wood Elves are just better, right? 1 turn is so good. And funny enough, my way would have failed because his setup would have probably stopped my way of doing the side step forward. Yeah, and to be fair, Beltroniko, Tripleskull got a solid defense before before the uphill mummy push, so Oh, he's doing this offset deep tree Daka. It can't get based by a mummy. But it could still be 1 forward. I think 1 forward here is better. And maybe diagonally, yeah. No, because you don't want the tree to be able, you don't want the mummy to be able to blitz you turn 1 without rushing. Now the Eliod Daka, it's here or here or even on the LOS. I guess it doesn't have to be far forward, does it? When you think about it. But it is good being here. Apparently not low bell, no. No. Oh my god, yeah, the corner camp. The corner camp was incredible. Best gnome Daka ever. Here we go, Tripleskull. Defending the Daka with Undead. I do feel like the Daka is really good against Undead. So it'll be interesting to see what he does. What he does. Man, do you blitz the mummy here? Probably, eh? That's a pretty funny blitz, isn't it? Just smash the mummy. Well, because you might root, or you might 1 in 9, and you could just run back and stay where he is, and then he's guaranteed a threat later, right? You can have him just guaranteed be a threat later. Touchdown! Never lucky. The thing is, as well, if you stand there, he might blitz you, right? And then in which case that'll be like a decent commitment from him, 3 players. But I think you do it. I think you do the blitz. Yeah. Yeah, just pass turns. If they don't go forward, you just pass turns a bit and then go up. Like you want to leave enough time so you can break through them in 2 turns, right? Like if they chase you, then they're more open to getting you getting through in 1 turn. But if they don't chase you and like try and hold, then you can just break them down like over 2 turns and should be able to get through. Great, innit? Just having a tree there just makes a problem for your opponent to solve. It is nice, and he's going for it with committing 3 players. Wait, he's committing more players. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! If he gets pushes here, 25% of the time it fails every time. No. Tackle foul. Oh, he doesn't stand firm. Ah. Ugh. Why offset the tree? Because you're probably going to want to break through one side or the other, right? You very rarely get to break through the centre. You're normally trying to like turn one of the corners. And by having a tree on one of those, it like makes it obviously a lot more stronger on that. So now they've got to like they're naturally going to cover the centre more anyway, essentially. So I go on one side or the other, thinking, bit of asymmetry is good for you, right? Even if no matter how it is, like, you can exploit the asymmetry because you're wood elves and your opponent isn't. I wouldn't have hated moving up last turn, honestly. Wouldn't have hated moving up last turn. He's leaving it a little bit late, but that's the thing, isn't it? It's better. It's better. It's better, like, you know, getting there early than not getting there at all, right? Like, he's unlikely to be able to two-turn you because he's undead. So I think going a bit early was good. I think this is terrible from Tripleskull here. He's yeah, this is real bad. Real good for Beltroniko. So actually the staying there was really good because now he's got two players behind him, not in the way. Happy days. Happy days. Like, I don't know that this is bad, but it seems bad, right? Because these two aren't just, like, walling off now. That's two players that aren't walling off. So now you can move your team here. And okay, they've got some people behind you as well, but... So what? You could get the tree onto the ghoul here if you want as well. You could chain the tree onto the ghoul. Skaven can Daka the Racker, but offense on Skaven is really hard. Like, ostensibly it's easy because you have 4 gutter runners, but offense isn't about scoring, is it? It's about scoring on turn 8, and they don't have like the pitch control or like of like normal teams or the repositionability of wood elves, so they kind of struggle to do like a turn 8, an 8-turn drive to rats. So I do like, even though they're not very good at dackering, I do like dackering on them, just because, you know, it's solving the problem of the rubbish offense. I think you should have wrestled this zombie. Honestly, I think this wrestler, you should have put in the 2 catchers here, wrestle blitz this guy, chain his tree up onto the ghoul. No, I mean, he's not blitzing, is he? Oh, he is. He's putting them all in. I don't like this gaping hole here. And I also don't like that at all. But no, I'm not loving this particularly from Beltroniko, but he is Wood Elves, and he's got 4 turns to score, and he's got 3 rerolls, so I wouldn't bet against him doing it. First game was a draw, so if he can get the score here, he probably wins, right? Very unlikely for Tripleskull to get 2 turn back, even if he scores in early. That's why I think I would have tried to push up sooner. And he's got both of those ghouls back to somewhat relevancy. So those ghouls are looking a much better move now that Beltroniko did this. Yeah, I did not like Beltroniko's turn. I'm not afraid to say I didn't like his turn, but I really liked chaining the tree forward. That's what I liked the most. And could have chained the tree onto the mummy, right? And then the mummy would have needed 2 people to punch it, and then that's just opening a gaping hole. There's no way he can defend if he's putting 3 players onto it. So he's got to put 1 player on it in 1 day or something. Like, it's a nightmare for him if you chain the tree onto the mummy. He's going to rush here, is he? Oof. Feel a lot more comfortable if this was like a turn, if this was next turn was turn 12 for the Woodies, but because you could just quite happily punch both those ghouls. But now you've still got to just think about getting forward all the time. There's still time, obviously, but oh, huge dodge. Mega dodge off there. Look a dog. There's a huge dodge. I mean, if he doesn't do the dodge, he gets 3 diced. If he fails the dodge, then the flanks collapse and he's lost. And might still have lost, but he would have really lost then, wouldn't he? Just uphill this mummy. I mean, if you uphill this, it's like 70% to win, but 30% to be in a lot of trouble. I feel like there's other things you can do. He does go for it. Blocked his path first, though. I don't like the blocking your path first. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Like, I get that it was to, you know, protect against the failure state a little bit, but it's pretty weird, wasn't it? Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then dodge everything else through after him. Wasting players punching these ghouls is shit, isn't it? Now he's barely got anything to go with him. There's horrible, horrible blocking there. You've got to blitz with this dancer. If you're going to make that hit, you blitz, right, and then dodge off with him afterwards. Diabolical. Blocked his path for this catcher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, so he's gone more central. Guess he has to now. Yeah, that was horrible to waste 4 players' actions. This guy just blocked his path. This guy literally just blocked his path. I guess it was for cover the failure state a tiny little bit. Oh god, and he fails that. And then he gets instantly 2 dice by a tackle. But this was horrible, wasn't it? It covered the failure state a tiny amount and mostly just blocked him off. And then if that had been a blitz, and he would have got up there already. But amazing that it was like the penultimate one, right? It would have been one. There's been a few dice because all this was a mess down here. Absolute mess. These 4 players' actions. Well, like that's half his team as well, right? Half his team was a problem there. Now for Tripleskull, he's got to think about, obviously which moves are happening before to make the scatter catches worse. Because he could rush with that mummy, right? It's pretty tempting with 3 rerolls, but we've just seen a 1 in 36 fail. Probably wants to rush with a zombie for the assist. Rather than using a sure hands guy, right? It'd be the recovery. Plus these are side steps, so where's he going to go? Probably forward or... Do you rush there first? It's pretty tempting. He does. He's got to re-roll it. And there's also this ghoul. She keeps... Has to re-roll that. Doesn't get him. Boy howdy. Yeah, he's got to go over there. Yeah. Pretty lucky. I mean, he unlucky to 1 in 36, but he made a mess of the previous turn, didn't he? These 4 players were a shambles, honestly, from Beltroniko. So, yeah, I mean, strip ball is better than tackle, yeah. Not for undead, though. For undead, just 1 mighty blow, and then there could have been 9 wood elves now if that had been a mighty blow instead of a tackle. No, the 1 in 36 isn't. No, but like the individual roll was unlucky. But yeah, he made a bunch of them. They were all critical, and the where he went wrong was these 4. Right, these 4 were like bad moves. So he could just 4-2 to victory, right? Basically. Without even thinking, you can just 4-2 to victory. And then he's got the rest of the turn to figure out something better than that. No, sure, man, kids, but like as it stands, it's just a 4-2, isn't it? Without thinking, without anything, it's a 4-2. So like, whatever he thinks of will be better than this 4-2, right? Which is just the obvious thing. That's the POW. Down to 2 rerolls, but that's still fine, isn't it? Oh, he's going to come out the back, isn't he? He's got 3. He's got plenty of time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then these guys who were away last turn get to come out in front. Oh, he's rolled a 1. Tackle. Oh, I thought he'd have gone up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He could have been here, right? And then he could. The other dancer could have been there, and he could have just been further forward. I'm not a fan of being so deep again. He's always just like staying. He's quite okay with being deep, isn't he? Which. Now he's really got to get forward next turn. Really, 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 really mega needs to get forward next turn. But I mean, it's probably okay. Still Wood Elves. I just feel like, you know, this could have all been done a turn before. With, you know, knowing that it's 1-1. If he scores, he's definitely not losing and probably winning, because it's not easy for Undead to quick score versus 11 Woodies. Not easy for anyone to quick score versus 11 Woodies, is it really? Do you shoot a play, guys? I'll be honest. I wasn't really looking for it, but yeah. Yep. I sheet a play, guys. This wasn't the play. That was not the play. And now he's in a bit of a pickle. Despite how deep Beltroniko is, we're going for the base with the mummy strat. He could have done some sexy chaining there, but maybe panicking with a clock, right? He's only got a minute and a half left now, so problem is when you're actually in the game, it's kind of harder to do the sexy chains, right? Because you're thinking about things and then you're like, oh, brain freeze, panic, all that. And you're actually playing it. It's a bit trickier. Mummy Blitz, not Mummy Blitz, Tree Blitz. You can just tree move, couldn't you, actually, and then go, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's messy but doable. And then you just get everyone else on 2s. Well, not everyone. 2 players out. It's still rough. It's still rough that he's like split his team, right? 5 over here, 5 over here. He went deep back. Can't even get this guy into range. Oh, dice rolls. Probably you have to start off with this hit, right? And then, even on a push, this guy can then get into range. So you've at least got something in range. The tree blitz is super tempting. Because it's 3D and he gets it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. He didn't have to cut corners there, did he? Ball could have been here. Didn't have to. Oh no. Okay, so cutting the corner gets him in range, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So the corner cut is actually good because you're gonna have to do a rush anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That corner cut wasn't as necessary because he could have been here. Could have just been here, right? That's not super better to be there. Yeah, the tree could have just blitzed from like, where was it? Here, so it could have blitzed from there. Does it make any difference? I don't know. Could it have hit from here? I don't know if it matters. I really like pushing him to the right square. So that then this guy could have gotten his going range. Okay, tagging the guard is alright, I guess. But no re-rolls. Alright, I'll push it as bad, yeah. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit tired and I'm not paying 100% attention. But yeah, it did surprise me that he hit from there, but I didn't really know why. I didn't really know why. But I think this guy shouldn't have cut the corner, right? This guy could have just been there and it would have been fine. So I think it was a mistake to cut the corner with the wrestler there for sure. Cutting the corner with the dancer was fine because he was going to have to rush otherwise. But, I mean, this is rough because you can't surf him, can you? So. Don't know what the... Running the dodge in the front for a 1D. Yeah. That looks like what we're doing. (5-2) is it? 5-2-5 with dodge. It's not good. But what else can you do? Gets the dodge in, gets the rush, only a push, so he can sidestep there, so he's still in range. Does have this ghoul free to just tag the back, and I guess a rush to tag the back. And a double rush from this guy, a single rush from this guy. dodge double rush from the ghoul. So he's got some other moves to make, but he's running out of time, 37 seconds. Rolls a 1. Bet he wishes he had a reroll there. If you have a reroll, you probably block him and then 1D this guy, right? But without a reroll, you've probably got a dodge with a catcher and then blitz the ghoul. Which is like pretty rough actually, isn't it? Oh, he's got tackle, so he couldn't really assist with it. So I guess you just 1D the ghoul, 1D blitz the ghoul if you had a reroll. But without the reroll. Oh, but then dodging there means he's tagged by him anyway. So you'd have to dodge that and then dodge with a stripper as well, and then you get to push him to a better square. But that's 2 3+ dodges, isn't it? Oh no, you just do that one and then blitz with the ball. Yeah, obviously. Duh. Then you get the better push direction. Oh my god, he gets the knockdown. No removal, so he's got a jump. A 3+ jump. Does it. And makes the rush as well. Wow. Scary, scary, scary rolls without a reroll, but he gets them. And wow, the time bank right down to the wire with both of them. 44 for Beltroniko, 27 for Tripleskull. Tripleskull making 0 damage on Wood Elves in 16 turns is always a tragedy, isn't it? You've got to hurt things. I think what he did was the best, right? I think what he did was the best, without rerolls. That would be my instinct. One D blitz without a reroll is terrifying, isn't it? Terrifying, trying to roll a 2+. But then I guess that fear, if it makes the best maths, it doesn't matter, does it? Yeah, he did a 3+ dodge with dodge and then a 2D. But the push wasn't great on the 2D. And obviously the 1 in 9 wasn't very good either. Yeah, maybe, yeah, maybe. But if you have the reroll, you just do the leap, don't you? But the problem is he didn't have the reroll, so... Just trying for the riot here. Obviously, can't score a 1-turn versus strength 6, stand firm and sidestep. Movement 7, edge 3. There's no way he's scoring a 1-turn, so just set up for the timeout. Doesn't get it, and there you go. That is a win for Beltroniko, which puts him through. He was the 6th seed versus Tripleskull's 11th. And he was Wood Elves versus Undead. I do feel like Wood Elves are favoured. Like, not super heavily, but heavily enough. I feel pretty confident Wood Elves versus Undead, honestly. And, you know, the Undead have got to do some damage, right? And they just didn't. They didn't that game. They did not do any damage whatsoever. So Beltroniko gets the win there, advances to the quarterfinals. Congratulations, Beltroniko, and commiserations to Tripleskull. Yep, I'll update the table here before I forgot to do that. There we go, Beltroniko joins myself and Niaga in the quarterfinals. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and stay fantastic.